Hello. I hope you're all well. Let me just adjust. How's that? I have no idea what I've done today. I tried to sort out the camera and everything today. I'm not using my lights, so I may be shady in different parts. But I didn't want to put the lights on today because the way the camera's angled, for some reason, it was very bright. And I'm talking to myself because no one's on yet. But I know they will come on. I've just got to be patient. Um, So guys, welcome to Wow Crochet. My name is Mary. We are going to be doing a very, very fun new year. Some unusual things are going to happen this year. Something very, very exciting to discuss in a minute. Hello, Franca. I hope you're feeling well. Kathy, welcome. And welcome to everyone who is joining us now. Some very exciting news. Some very, very exciting. Happy New Year. I know, Franca. Happy New Year, guys. And Franca, I heard you have some news. Would you like to tell us your good news, or do you want to wait 5 minutes for everybody else to get on? Wait a couple of minutes, yeah? Yeah, 2021. I kicked 2020 to the curb and I shut that door on the way out. I don't want to see it ever again. Happy New Year, Richard. Happy New Year, lovely people. Stacey, Happy New Year. And to me, I want to be happy, and I am. Oh, but we've got some news that Melbourne is infected a little bit. I will wait for your news. Okay, my news. Get this. We were talking about the lovely Tom last week. What? He said yes to an interview from Tandy Farms. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. I cannot wait. I didn't actually expect a yes. I thought what he will do. Hello, Karen. Happy New Year. I thought what he will do is watch one of our videos and think, oh, those women are crazy. Oh, and Richard. Those women and Richard are crazy. We can't go with them. Yes, eye candy. Oh, poor Tom. Hello, Teresa. Everyone say hello to my sister. Yay. Happy New Year. So yes, Tom has accepted what he calls hosting people. I call it an interview. He called it hosting. Don't care what it's called. I can't wait to go. A little bit sad though, because I don't know whether that's going to happen. Can't wait to see Tom. Tom is a lovely fellow. You cannot go wrong with Tom. He may not be as loud and obnoxious as me. I mean loud. So he's a quiet achiever, if you will. Happy New Year, Paula. Jody, hello, Happy New Year. And yes, okay. So Franca, I've got more news too, but Franca, what's your good news that you wanted to tell us? We would love to hear it. While I'm waiting to hear it, I'll just let you know, Happy New Year. Yes, you've said Happy New Year. Thank you. I just wanted to let everyone know that picture that you see in the front. Hello, creative. Happy New Year. Make sure you make room at your place for me. Remember, I'm coming up there to see the cows. This picture that you saw when I first took the live, this is our very, very, very next blanket that we're going to make here on Wow Crochet. Well, that's the news, Franca. This is our very next blanket that we are making. Oh, I forgot. Don't go away. Stay right there. Hello, Liz. Oh, congratulations, Liz. Liz, Angelica's won 2020 Subscriber of the Year. Don't go away. I just want to get the blanket. I should have been a little bit more organised. I put the blanket over near. I'm sorry, guys. I put the blanket over where I usually do my lives. But then I thought I'm going to do the last live here near the Christmas tree. Now, this is the original blanket that was made via Tandy Farms yarn. So this is why I wanted to have a chat with Tom, because this is the original blanket I made with his yarn, well, with their yarn from Tandy. And I mentioned that to Tom via the email as well. And I'm missing all the chat. Sorry, guys. Let's go back. You're welcome, Liz. Yes. Happy New Year, Margaret. Okay, congrats. Oh, they were saying congrats. That's nice. Happy New Year to everyone from Wichita. That's nice, Wichita. Oh, Chanita or Shanita. What a beautiful name. It is gorgeous. I love that. Yes, we are making this. We may not make it exactly the same, and I'll tell you why, because I've changed the color combination. This is the color combination I'm using. With the original, I used so you can see it, I use the 2 rows of the green, whereas here I'm only using the 1 row of the green, and then I'm going to pop the cream around it. But the original, I wanted you guys to see it. I have shown you before. This is the blanket that I made with the Tandy Farm yarn. It is simply, oh look, I've washed it in fabric softener. Now it was naturally soft before, but once I put it in fabric softener, it was to die for. So it's very, very soft, a little bit heavy, which is what you want. If you want a really nice blanket that's very heavy, then this is the yarn to use. They also make the 4-ply, and I actually haven't seen the yarn for a while now, so I'm not going to advertise their yarn until I see it. And the wonderful Tom got back to me and said yes, he'd be happy to do a hosting, so looking forward to that. Hello, Jeannie, happy new year to you. So there you go. This is the next blanket coming up, which will be starting on let me think about that throughout the live. We'll have a chat throughout the live. We have a lot of stuff we want to discuss here at the live. That's why, Franca, I would love it if you could actually give us your news first. That would be great. And then we could talk about what we need to talk about. I have a lot to discuss, guys. So much to talk about. And especially in reference to the destashing giveaway. Come on, Franca, tell me first before I go on to the destashing, because that's probably going to be a good half an hour's worth of chat. Because we're going to talk to you about things. Well, I'm going to talk to you about things. Here you go. Go, Franca. Waiting. Okay. Beverly says, Happy New Year, Mary. Finally, I got you. I'm looking forward to the small gnomes from Newfound. Oh, yes. Yes. Hello. Ta-da! That was a Christmas gift given to me by my KK, which was actually my nephew. He gave me that Christmas gift. I mean, look at that. It's got the little tiny skeins of yarn, and you get to make, I'm sorry about the lighting, how's that? You get to make these guys. Look at that. What? I am going to be doing this. I don't know whether I can do it online on YouTube. I'll see. I know someone, who was it? Kiki mentioned that there are other people who have done them on YouTube. If I can do them on YouTube, they look like, I'm just trying to think of where they're from. Not sure, but I will find out whether I can. And if I can, I'll do them on YouTube just for fun. Well, I'm looking for tiny gnomes. My aunt wants red hats. Lol, they are sweet. Maybe we can work something out to make a little, I don't really, see, this is the sort of things I don't really like to do. And the reason is, with amigurumi, or that's pretty much what it's called when you're making stuffed toys or something smaller, you're using a thinner hook, and it's you really have to have tighter crochet when you're doing amigurumi, and that's the reason why I don't like to do it as much, because I think, oh gosh, my hands, but we'll see. I might make one of these. Let's get close up with that gnome right there. Check it out. Check that out. I'm looking forward to tiny gnome. Yep. Oh, someone's messaging me. Let's get rid of that. Okay, how about that? Look at that. That's so cute. So yeah, that was a Christmas gift. I wanted to mention it the other day, but I couldn't find it. I believe it was still in the car. So now we've got it out. Let's go back to the blanket quickly. While we're still waiting for Franca's news, we'll get back to the blanket. I've already crocheted 4 squares only at the moment. Oh, hello, Jay. How are you? Happy New Year to you. Today is official. My foot has healed. Yay, Franca. We're all very happy for you. And you know what? Your gift is this close, I hear. Apparently, it's gone through customs. What? It's coming to you, Franca. You should have it very, very soon. Your customs, so it's in your area. So you'll get it very soon. Now, there you go. I'm trying to jump from things to things here because I have so much to talk about. I know, Franca. Everybody wish Franca a yay. All together say yay. It's great news. It is. It really is. We love good news, Franca. Any good news you can give us, anyone. We just don't want to hear the bad stuff right now. We're not happy with the bad stuff. I know, right? So there's 4 squares already done. I think I'm doing 54 squares, because what I'm doing is I'm going to be teaching you guys, helping you guys in a way to work out how much yarn to use for a blanket like this or for any blanket in the future. Now, I know I haven't done that in the past, but between you and I don't know how other people do it, but I use scales. I have kitchen scales with me, and I measure. I do the first part of it, the circle. And I measure how many grams I used for that circle. Now I know I'm never going to use the rest of this yarn again. It's only going to be used for that little circle right there. So I weigh how much I use there, how many squares that it will make. It's a lot of mucking around. You really have to do your homework when you're making and creating a blanket, right? So then I did the second part, the second circle, and I weighed that amount that I used. Now this is quite a solid stitch. Let me get close up to you. I'll show you this one because it's done. See, it's quite a solid stitch. Okay, so you must be prepared to use a bit of yarn with solid stitch, okay? Marty, evening all, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Finally made a live with the time difference, but no work tomorrow, so good. Well, Marty, I think it is, Marty. Welcome. We've not seen your name before. Welcome, welcome. We love newbies. We love oldies. We love middleies. We love middleies. Can I use that word? And we love newbies. We love them all. Hey, we're not biased. We love everyone. So welcome, Marty. It's lovely to see another fellow. I'm assuming Marty is a fellow. We already have Richard. Richard comes on our lives regularly. So welcome. Okay, I'm well. Thank you, Mary. What size hook do you need? I'll talk to you about that in a minute. For the amigurumi, I'll talk to you about that, Jay. Give me one moment. Thanks, everyone, for your prayers. Oh, thinking of you all the time. I know you had such a rough time. I'm doing a Crochet Granny Squares, doing an anniversary Afghan for me, lol. July to next year, from July to next year. Oh, wow, July, a full year. Imagine all those squares I'm into January month. Yes. Okay. Oh, I'm missing everything here. Sherry, Happy New Year. Welcome, welcome. Okay, now let's get back to the amigurumi. I'm not sure about this because I haven't actually looked at it, but it does say you will need a 2.5 millimeter hook to do this one. So that's quite thin, and I'm really not keen on it. It's not my thing, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear, yeah? We'll play it by ear. I have to give put out a video of all the January video of all our projects, or roughly all our projects that we are creating throughout the year this year. So that video is coming. Yeah, that video is coming. So in the meantime, we are going to be starting our square. The video will come before the square. I believe we should start the square around the 3rd week of January. So, well, maybe second is next. No, we'll start at 3rd week. And that way I'll have my squares done. It'll be easy for me to show you how to join it as well. So you can head off on your own, join, come back, and then we'll do the border. Before we do all of that, I've got so much to talk about. Your rug, my rug, our rug that we were creating, I took it undone because it wasn't coming along very well. I'm going to send you one with an ergonomic one. Oh, Jay, that's very nice of you. Oh, you're very kind. You're very kind. You make me cry. Love your squares. I know they're beautiful. I cannot wait to do that blanket. That is one blanket I love because I know I did it with the Tandy yarn, and I really wanted to show you guys the squares with the Tandy yarn. Happy New Year. What's your name? Sorry. Gotcha hooked. Hey, you're hooked like us. We're all hooked. So it didn't come out too well, so I redid it, and I'm still not happy. So bear with me on the rug. I know that the lovely Bonnie has been waiting for it. But Bonnie, you know what? If you're out there and you get to watch this video after it's uploaded, I will not upload a video of something if I'm not happy with it yet. So just bear with me. It is coming. So before that blanket, we will be doing this rug because I'm focusing only on this rug. So what do we got there? Zainab says Happy New Year. Hello, Happy New Year to you, Zainab. Got you hooked. Says, yes, I'm hooked. We're all hooked. Jay says, oh my, whatever that is, yes. Polworth, yum. I'm not sure what you mean there, but okay. Oh, I see what you mean, yes. Franca says, love to you, Mary, and I will send you a little something. Franca, you don't need to send me anything, honey. I wanted to send you a little gift because I knew how unwell you were, and we were all worried about you, and we were all sad about you. So we thought we'd send you something nice from Well Crochet. Thank you to me and my sisters who love to do that sort of stuff. Have you been talking to Tom? Yes, I mentioned, oh, you jumped on a bit late. Tom said yes. He said yes to the interview. So we are going to be visiting Tom. I'm a little bit worried though. because we've had a little bit of an outbreak in Melbourne for about 5 or 6 outbreaks. So I'm going to try. I mean, he did say late January. So we haven't chosen a date yet. I'm hoping I might email him back and say, look, I'm a bit worried about the late January thing. Can we do it quicker? I'm a bit worried. Once late January comes, we could be locked down again. We don't want to be there. We don't want to be stuck in our homes. I might be able to get him a little sooner. I'll have a chat with him. If he can't do it sooner, then fingers crossed that we don't get into stuck in the homes and then we can't go. He's a champion. Tell him hello from me. I will, Jay. He's a wonderful fella. And apparently it's a 3-generation. It's a farm that's been, spanning around 3 generations. And they make their own yarn. I mean, come on. Why would you not buy a yarn from the best? Why would you not? So there you go. So this will come. Bonnie, if you're watching this later, if you don't get on this morning and you're watching it later, this will be done before the blanket. We are making our rug. It's the very next thing. When will you be able to? Because I want to look after yourself. I want you to look after yourself. Okay. Yes, I got what you mean. Yes, thank you, Franca. I think it's 6th generation. Oh, really? I thought it was 3rd. Look, that doesn't matter, Jay. We're going to find out all that information when we interview. I'm going to be asking him questions about the past, the history of Tandy, the present, and what's going to happen for Tandy in the future. And then we're going to have a look around the farm. Maybe I'll pick up a cow and walk out. Or maybe a cow will pick me up and walk out. I wonder if they've got cows. If they've got cows, Tom may not see me very much. Happy New Year, Crochet with Holly. I hope you are well. Happy New Year too. So no cows, I'm not going. If there's no cows, I'm not going. If they don't carry you out first. Teresa was saying they don't carry me out first. Look, it's likely if there's no cows, I'll have to behave myself. There'll be nothing for me to play with. Lots of lovely sheep though. I know, looking forward to seeing the sheep, looking forward to seeing the farm. And apparently there's a stay, like a bed, and you can stay there, and like cottages and things. I may book a stay. What? I may book a stay for a day or 2. I may just book a stay. I got so excited when I was looking at it. I thought, I don't know how much I can afford, but we'll see. No cows. What kind is that? I know, right, Franca? I don't care. I am moving to, where's Creative? I'm moving to Creative because she says she sees cows all the time. I'm moving in with Creative. Where do you live, Creative? I'm coming. Oh, wait, I have to catch a plane, won't I? It's a little bit difficult right now. Getting out of the country is very difficult right now. Looks like I'm stuck here for a while. Send me photos. Teresa says, remember you. It's simply gorgeous farm, and I'm so looking forward to seeing it, Jay. And I remember when I was telling family I'm going to the farm, they know I don't like to drive far, right? I have trouble driving up the street and back. Staying with Tom, Mary. No, you stay. Franca, you naughty girl. You stay separately, you duffer. You're very naughty. It's Texas. Lots of cows. I'm moving to Texas. Moo. But anyway, so we will be seeing the wonderful Tom. I am looking forward to seeing the farm. I love cows, but it's a shame they're not going to be there. But I do like sheep too, so that's good. Lots of cows in Virginia. Fine, Paula, I'll move in with you. You know what? Maybe I can go from Texas to Virginia. How far is that, guys? Let me know. You're from there. So there, look, I've got so much to say. Hey, everyone, hit the like button. Thank you so much, Jay. Hit that like button. Get excited because this year is going to be a little bit different. Now, last year was supposed to be different as well. You like penguins? Yeah, I don't know if they have penguins over at the farm. Oh, you don't know, Creative. It doesn't matter. You could drive me. I'll come to you and then you drive me there and we'll all just hang out with the cows. They're thinking, what a loony bin this lady is. Loony. Little bit topsy loony. Look, it happens, especially Saturday mornings and Wednesday afternoons. I go a bit nuts. But it's your fault. I've got to blame someone. You guys make me nuts. No, seriously, we are going to have some fun with the wonderful Tom at Tandy Farms. You need to go to Phillip Island in Melbourne. That's right. We have lots of penguins here at Phillip Island in Melbourne. I've actually been. It's so cute to see. No penguin, forget it then. No, there's plenty of penguins there. Karen has done a wonderful super chat. Thank you so much, Karen. That is very kind of you. And I love you. Every time you do those super chats, I love them. What's he doing? He's excited. He's very excited. I'm excited. He's excited. We're going to see some farm. And you know what, Karen, you're going to help me out financially too with that. Every time you do your super chats, that helps me and that makes me want to spend more money when I get to the farm. He's going to love me over at the farm. They're going to kick me out and say, look, you don't have any more money. Go home. He's just like me. I know, a little bit crazy. Little fairy penguins. We have lots of penguins over at what did we say before? Oh, I've lost it now. Lost it. Phillip Island. Phillip Island. We went when the kids were younger, and it's very cold when you go there because you have to wait till about 10 or 11 o'clock for them to come out because they come out late at night. So you rug up in blankets, hundreds of people just waiting for these little penguins to walk past, and just so cute. And they come with their little families, and like they'll come to the shore, just to the ocean part there, and they'll wait for the rest of the family, and then they'll go together. And it's so cute. I love it. And then later they have little, you can walk around and you just see them walking. You can't touch them, of course. It's like anything. You don't want to touch them. You don't want to upset them. You want them coming and going. You want them, doing all that stuff. And if you start touching and playing and pulling and jabbing and all sorts of things, they won't. So they come and it's pretty. It's a pretty sight. It really is. So if you're ever in Melbourne, head off to Phillip Island, see those penguins. I don't know how we got from Tom to Phillip Island, but there you go. Thanks, Teresa. Anyway, so that's that. So there's the blanket. Tom from Tandy Farms is definitely our very first interview of the year, unless Roz gets back to me. That's all right, Teresa. They'll know all about the penguins now. Roz from, where was she from again? I always forget. Passion Flower. We were supposed to do the interview last December, but yours truly double booked. And I couldn't do it. So I did tell her that I would message her in the first week of January. So I'll wait till Monday and then message her. And then we can decide when we're going to get together with the lovely Roz. I went there 40 years ago and we just stood on the beach and they walked around us. It's all different now. They've got to protect them. They've got a barrier you can't go past, like a little real rope thing. You will go there with Tom. Poor Tom is thinking, oh my, these ladies are crazy. You love elephants. Hey, elephants are nice. You know why I like elephants? Because they're just like cows. They're just there. They're just there. I love them. But my cows are my favorite. So yeah, we will be seeing Roz from Passion Flower Boardwalk. She says, yes, we'll be seeing Roz from Passion Flower as well. In January, and it's possible Roz will get back to me and say we'll do it earlier. If not, we'll be seeing either Roz or Tom first. Either one of those will come first. Then I can't get it out now. I sent another email out to a local, and we are talking local. We are talking 6-minute drive from here, maybe 7, to a local. The shop was over in Coburg. I think it was called Yarn Barn at the time while it was there, but they shifted to Meadow Heights which is not far from here, 7-8 minutes, maybe 10, 12 if there's traffic. Do you know what I mean? Maybe less. I'm pretty sure it's only 6 or 7 minutes from the last time I've been in the area. And they said that they will be happy to do an interview as well, but not till February, which is fine by me. I'm happy to wait. I don't have a problem waiting. I'm patient. But in the meantime, for January, you will have Roz and you will probably have Tom. Fingers crossed we can get out to do that still. Hopefully we can. Franca also likes pigs. That's nice. Jane, hello, Jane. From Miami. I started crochet last year and love it. Once you get hooked, Jane, there's no turning back. It's true. Creative says, welcome, Jane. Look, welcome, Jane. Nice to see new people on today. And you have cows all around you, Sherry. I am moving in with you. We'll have to do a cross between you and Creative and whoever else has got cows. Who was the last one? Someone in Virginia. Who was the last one that had cows? Paula had cows. That's right. Franca, my grandson, has a pet pig named Mabel or Mabel. Mabel or Maybell. Jane Pera, welcome. Yeah, Jane, welcome. We have quite a few newbies on. And Karen, hello. Merry Christmas. I mean, Happy New Year, both. And as you can see, the Christmas tree is still here. This will be the last time and the last live we see our Christmas tree for this year. And then we won't, oh no, this year for next year, we will be seeing it this Christmas. I will be doing our Christmas lives from our Christmas tree. Now, when I do it here, I don't need the lights. I don't use the lights because the lighting is really strong here from the windows. So I don't use the lights here. Thank you, everyone, for the greetings. Jane, we have I wanted to mention this, guys. Last week when I mentioned subscriber of the year, I'm very mellow about the whole thing because I get really happy and sad and happy at the same time because it's a really good thing. When I mentioned that it was Liz Angelicus who was the winner of our subscriber of the year, everyone got on and started congratulating her, sent her warm wishes and all sorts of things. Now, look, I have to say, what a community we have here at Wow Crochet. I'm so taken back by you guys. You know, it makes my day when I give something away and I feel really bad that I haven't given it away to someone else, and you still get on and you congratulate her and make her feel so glad that she won. And I am so glad to have a community just like the one we have here at Wild Crochet. Jane, so you're going to enjoy our community. You really are a good community. You are in the best live ever. I know, Franca. Thank you, Franca. We have a lot of fun. Sometimes we have a little bit too much fun. Sometimes we get silly. And sometimes I can't control this person. And the one who looks in the mirror every day. So we have a lot of fun. We have a little bit of silliness. And then we also talk about our serious crochet stuff because at the end of the day, we are making gorgeous, gorgeous items. You and me both, Teresa says, yeah. So we are here to create, Jane. And who was the other newbie that came on? Marty. Marty was new as well. We are here to create, and that's what we do. I love it. Thank you. Yes, I am addicted to crochet. Yay, you're in the right place. We all have this like addiction thing. You know what? We could be addicted to something bad. This is a good thing. I mean, we are creating beautiful things for beautiful people and for not so beautiful people too sometimes. Especially when they say, oh, you made one of those. Don't you love those kind? I'm still having a temper tantrum about the sub of the year. Well, I have to admit, I needed to narrow it down, and Liz is very much the sort of person that you want to have around you all the time. If you ever met her, you would understand it. Everyone in my family loved their crochet gift. Well, this is true. If people who are crochet people or craft people who understand how much time it takes to make something like a blanket, they will love what you make. There are the people who don't understand, who think, oh, well, you only spent $5 on the yarn. Well, really, you didn't. You spent like that blanket, Tandy's Farm, that blanket cost me a fortune, but I had to have it. It's one of those things. So we spend a lot of money on our yarn. We buy the best yarn. We buy the best hooks. Sometimes we buy cheap yarn and we think, oh, what was I thinking? And sometimes we buy the cheap yarn and it works out gorgeous. So it's a lot of work that goes into making things for our channel, and you guys making things for yourself and your family and friends, and they don't know that part of it. They don't see that you spend hours and hours of your time creating. That's what the naughty corner is for. Jane and Marty, Richard's just brought up something. We have a naughty corner. It's usually over there, but I'm happy to put it near the Christmas tree for today. That's the naughty corner. And anybody who gets naughty stays in the naughty corner. Like I keep it being in there all the time. Kiki's usually our naughty one. Franca and Kiki, they're usually in the corner. Where is Kiki today? We've lost Kiki today. We'll have no one to banter with. Oh, we'll pick on Franca. Franca, get on so we can pick on you. Show me your face again. So yes, Richard brought up the fact that we have a naughty corner. I used to call it the naughty corner. Marty can be female. Oh, really? I'm sorry. If you're female, I do apologize. Okay. Oh, you're right. Marty is female. I only started crocheting last year too. Picked it up as something to try first UK lockdown. It's actually not bad at it now, addicted to it. Not bad for the 35-year-old guy. Well done, Marty. Hopefully you don't end up in the naughty corner like, Franca. Well done. Look, you know what? Once you get hooked, you kind of get hooked. And it's one of those things that, well, hooked, I know, it's like a figuratively speaking, of course, yeah, because it's a crochet hook, or pardon the pun kind of thing. And you can't help yourself. It's like you want to make more, and it's not enough that you've made this and you want to make that. And then at some stages, I've had things on the table, all around the table, that I've just got up and worked on one and waited an hour later and worked on the other. And I just go crazy. I am crazy crochet lady. Don't tell anyone. So yeah, you can get hooked. It is easy to get hooked, and it's a good addiction. Where is my vodka? I wish I had some vodka. I'm not allowed to on my diet. Oh, hey, I put on 900 grams over Christmas. Yuck. But I did lose another 600 grams in the past few days. So I'm very excited. So, I mean, you've got to follow this diet. Once you break it, like that one little bit, that's the problem I'm going to have after it finishes. I can't be on it forever, can I? We'll see. We'll work on it. But, oh, yes, I was going to say, this is a shirt. See this shirt here? I wore it last year, around January of last year, or February, March even. I had to stop wearing it because it was too tight. But it fits. Don't you love it? What's 900 grams? Oh, it's just almost under a kilo. It's almost a kilo, really. 1 kilo almost. What is, in pounds? I don't know. If anyone's got their Google available, find out what 900 grams is in pounds. It's nearly a kilo. It's a lot, really. What is new in your part of the world? I'll talk about that in a minute. The pretend water. You wish it was. I wish it wasn't pretend water. I have to drink that water. It just drives me batty. I can see you lost just a little bit, not a lot. I still need to lose. I literally need to lose 20. I know that sounds terrible. 20 kilos. I need to lose a lot. Close on 2 pounds, Karen says. Thank you, Karen. So yeah, it's quite a bit, right? It really is. Marty, you guys are going through the tough time. They are. England's going through pretty tough now. Please know we are thinking about you. Well, look, we are. I mean, we were in we were in our homes for 4 months last year, and 4 months straight. The only time we're allowed out is to go to the supermarket, to market shopping, buy food, and go home. And we couldn't go out together. We had to go out singles. So it was pretty tough. It was a tough. And you guys are going through it, and the whole world is going through it. And we just take it day by day. And you know what? I always say, look, I've even stopped watching the news. I only watched it a couple of weeks ago because my daughter was in Sydney at the time when the big outbreak came. And I was so paranoid. And she was sent straight back home by her boss said, no, come back home because it's too dangerous to be there. But you know what? It's dangerous to be anywhere now. You're at risk anywhere. So we're thinking about everybody. We're thinking about the whole world. You need to lose 20 kilos after being in hospital bed for 1 month. I needed to lose 20 kilos before you started talking about hospitals. Yes, the whole world tears for us all. I know, right? Thanks, Jay. We're keeping safe, just being sensible. Shame not everyone has the same mindset. Marty, don't get me started. We are in an area called Glenroy. It's a northern suburbs of Melbourne. I'm not going to mention what area it is. It's just not far from us. They didn't care. And they were having family parties and functions, going out, going to the beach, going to the city. And some of them got caught, but they did not care. No masks. And I was angry because apparently that was the area where some of that started. So I was really angry. And I thought to myself, I hadn't seen my daughter at the time. I hadn't seen my daughter for about, 4 months? So I think altogether it was 4 months. And I was angry because I thought I'm sitting here like a loser. Well, let's say a loser, a winner really, because I didn't get sick. Protecting our family without seeing my family, if that made any sense. And these ones here are out partying. And I just, it rubbed me up the wrong way. So don't even get me started, Marty. Anyway, let's get back to business. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we are going to do our rug. And it is going to be done, and I will not upload it until I'm happy. I mean, even now you can see it. It's a bit curvy. Not happy. I want it to be perfect before I upload it. And also with Roz from Passion Flower, with her yarn, I have two of these skeins. Oops, and I dropped one. I have two skeins. I think they're 25 grams each. There could be 50 grams each. They are, they're a fingering yarn, 4-ply, and they are, I can't even see it, 25 grams each. So it's only 50 grams. So I'm hoping it can make like a newborn beanie maybe, listening to Vale, Arizona. Vale, Arizona. I don't know what that means. Callie, hello. I'm not sure what that means here in Melbourne, Australia, if you could explain that. So there we go. With Roz's yarn, we are going to create something gorgeous here at Wow Crochet. I will wait until the interview is being done before I start creating. So just be prepared. If that won't make a beanie, I might actually buy some 8-ply yarn off her, some gorgeous. We'll see, because there's going to be some lots of colours there. Very exciting. Yeah, the colour is gorgeous. It's just, let me get a close up. It's City State. Oh, is it? Okay. Thank you for telling me that. So there it is. Let's get a close up of the colours. Look at that. She makes some gorgeous colours. You know, some of the questions we're going to ask her are about her colour combinations and how she creates and what she uses to create her colour combination. So it is pretty. It's very pretty. And it's like anything that looks pretty. I'm just so attracted to it. So what do you do? I don't know. Everybody's doing politics and religion and stuff, and I'm just looking at pretty things. Okay, has long... people keep away from me and my family. I don't care what they do. But that's a problem, Franca. They're the people that spread it. That's the only thing. Because they're out and about. So it never clears up because of them. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that. Terrible. I don't want to talk about it. Let's get back to business. Oh, did I clap? My clap comes really loud. Sorry. I have lots of family in East Sussex, Marty. Oh, Jay has lots of family in East Sussex. That's how I feel, Franca. Miami's the worst, USA. 17,509 alone yesterday. And you, oh, wow. Can we just change the subject? It's making me angry. I'm going to start throwing yarn around the room. Speaking of yarn, I mentioned in our comment section that we will be doing a yarn stash. Now, this is the discussion I wanted to put to you guys. Sadly, Kiki's not here, and I'm really sad about that. Sadly, Plant Mix is not here, and I'm really sad about that. Thank you, Jane. Let's crochet. Sorry, that's all right. I get really angry. I feel myself getting tense. Yarn doesn't hurt anybody. I know, right, Therese? Well, sometimes it hurts me. I get a rash, but that's a different kind of hurt. All I hear is the government are making it up and want control. Oh, who cares? I don't want to know anymore. I don't care anymore. Let's get down to crochet. Where is Kiki? I know. Well, look, I'm really sad she's not here, and I'm really sad Plant Mix isn't here because, am I loud? You guys are going to help me with this. You are. Now, I have been emptying out cupboards, and I mean emptying out. I have, the whole kitchen table is smothered in yarn. I've got yarn in boxes down here. I've got yarn in boxes in the other room. They are all going. What? They're all going. One by one, they're all going. And the question I put to you guys is, I want to do a giveaway, but I want to know from you guys how you would like that done. I'm leaving the ball in your court. Like I said in the subscriber of the year video, the ball is in your court. And what age did you start crocheting? Kelly, you talking to me? Where are they going? I'll tell you in a minute, Teresa. If you're talking to me, I first picked up a crochet hook when I was 5. The fine motor skills weren't really there for me, so I didn't really start until the age of 8 or 9. I left her a message on Instagram and I haven't heard anything from her. She might be holidaying with the family. That, you know, this is a time of year. Yeah. Sorry if I turned the conversation to, that's all right. Please, no naughty corner on the first. I really think you should get in that naughty corner, Marty. What do you say we stick Marty in the naughty corner? Get in the naughty corner, Marty. And don't touch anything. Oh, you can touch it there. You know, Marty, when I do my next live, you'll see where the naughty corner is. It's in an area where there's yarn everywhere. So you're not allowed to touch anything in the naughty corner. Franca always wants to take all the purple yarn. Don't worry, Marty. Mary has always been in the naughty corner. Marty, Teresa is my sister, by the way. But I'm in the naughty corner for good. I don't do bad stuff. They accidentally turn bad. Does that make any sense? I have always been in the naughty corner, I know. But it's all been good stuff. It really has. That's cruel. Don't touch. All right, for good. Well, I didn't murder anybody yet. It's the time. I go in the naughty corner. You're safe. Franca gets in the naughty corner in almost all our lives, Marty, so you are safe. I'm so glad to have found your channel. Thank you. Look, Jane, we have a lot of fun. Sometimes we get serious, like I am trying to get serious, but no one's letting me. Let's get back to the serious part of what are we doing with our destashing, okay? The destashing is called destashing for that reason. They're yarns that I bought years ago, which I thought, maybe I'll use this, maybe I'll use that, and it just ends up in tubs and boxes and cupboards. And I thought we're going to be doing a destashing giveaway. So what will happen is I will bag items. I won't tell you what they are. I will bag them. In fact, I will bag them in brown paper bags. So no one knows what's in them, yeah? So they will be bagged. They will be tied up with a ribbon or maybe a crochet chain or something. I don't know. Haven't thought about it. The purple yarn is all mine, Franca says. I'm sorry, Marty, you can't touch the purple yarn. So we're going to be bagging it, tying it all up in, little bows. And I'm going to give those items away to certain people from certain subscribers, from our community. And there will be like questions, and there will be like, I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do. That's why I want to leave the ball in your court. I want to have some ideas from you guys how you would like to win these prizes. Now, when I say questions, they're easy questions. I know it's a good idea, and it's a great way of destashing. We're glad to have you, Jane. I know we are. I love the idea of what would you do with this yarn, but that's not going to work with brown paper bags. Oh, well, let's think about it. Everyone hands off my purple. Callie says, are you going to do a tutorial on a pattern soon? Yes, I am. Give me one moment. And Jane says, thanks, Paula. Well, look, to answer your question, Callie, the first tutorial will be the rug. Your second tutorial will be, ta-da, this. I'm lying. There might be some small ones in between. And I have to upload part 4 of our convivial cushion. I couldn't get it out. I'm tongue-tied today. I'm tongue-tied because I've got so much to talk about, and I'm trying to ram it all in, and I don't think I'm going to. So I need to put up part 4 of the convivial cushion, which will come up on Monday. And then Tuesday, hopefully, maybe Wednesday. No, not Tuesday. Tuesday's my business day. So Thursday, you will get the start of the rug. The rate I'm going, you'll probably get the whole rug on Thursday. Really, I don't have a lot of yarn. Okay, I don't have a lot of yarn. Thank you, Kelly. I don't have a lot of yarn. What I have for that is only 6 skeins, and it's not going to be enough for a large blanket. Try rug. It's not going to be a large enough rug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it the size that I want, and I'm going to send you off on your own and say, right, this is how many rows you would need to get to this size, or this is how many rows you would need to get to this size. And then you can go to the size that you want, and then you can decide how much yarn you will need. 6 skeins. I got through 4 skeins, and I was only like that big, and I thought, ooh, now I'm in trouble. It's not going to be that big at all. So I thought maybe it's that design. Well, maybe I changed the design. We'll see. Leave it with me, and I'll think about it. But this is definitely coming. This is the blanket that our very first blanket that we are doing here on Wow Crochet. And it is in honor of going to the farm to see Tom at Tandy Farms. And this is their yarn, right? This is Tom's yarn from Tandy Farm. And it's super thick, super gorgeous, super warm, and super soft. You cannot ask more from a blanket, really. I did make this one very big. With our one, we're going to make it only, I think, 54 squares or 56. I can't remember. I'll have to think about it. I left a pattern side. I've written it all out. I know exactly what we're doing. And I had to, because I had to calculate how much yarn we had. Now, in reference to the yarn, that is go for. I'm not sure what that means. A go for. Is that what you mean? Love the sunflower blanket. Can't wait. Okay, now it's going to be a little different to that one. The join will be the same. I'm not doing the join, the very solid join that we did on our blanket last year. I think it was last year or the year before now. It's been a while. However, I will do 3 tutorials on different, 3 tutorials. 1 tutorial on 3 different joins. Get it right, Mary. On 3 different joins. You decide what join you want. I'm going to use the join I used for this blanket, which is really a tiny little bit gappy, very tiny little bit gappy, only because it's a lot quicker and I want to finish off the blanket. But you can use our other join that we used here at Wow Crochet, which was a solid join, and that's the one that's very popular actually. Or you can use a single crochet join. So I will show you the 3 different ways of joining, and you can decide which one you want to use for your blanket. You don't have to use the same as ours, well, the same one that I do. But there you go. I'll show you the 3 different ways. It's gorgeous. I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's okay. Gotcha. Now, it's okay. It's typo. Don't worry about it. I have to do that blanket with variegated yarn because I just bought a load on Amazon. And you know what looks good with variegated, Franca? If you do all the squares variegated and you do the join with a normal plain color, that just, it highlights that variegated yarn. It gives it almost like a 3D look. I've done it before. It looks great. Does Tandy wool make you itchy? Well, I don't use that on my skin, so I don't really know, to be honest with you. I've actually only ever used it to pop over the couch, and I haven't been itchy whilst I was crocheting with it. So that's telling you something. The really bad wool that made me itchy, what was the one I used the other day? Oh, it was a Lion brand. Really made me itchy. Yeah, it's a great idea. That I'm sorry, I'll get back to you, Jay. The idea of doing a solid. I know, Jay. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping that they have other kinds of wool. Like maybe I'll get a 4-ply this time because the 8-ply was a nice, solid, thick. Oh, we'll see. I'll play it all by ear. I don't know. Unless I see what I see and know what I see, I can't say what I'm going to get. I don't know what they've got. I know that one, but that's all I know. I'm sure they've got others. I'm trying not to. Everything's coming out all at once. I'm saying too much. So if you did a normal color around all the bright colors, it looks great. You might want to try, but it's not itchy at all. The Tandy Farm, Callie, have you used Tandy yarn? Have you? I haven't had a problem with it while I was working with it. I know that much. They have some alpaca blends too. Oh, I wonder what I'm like with alpaca. I'll have to see. I don't even think I bought alpaca, but I didn't think I've ever used it. What color do you suggest? Well, look, if you look at the original, I kept it very basic, the color. What yarn did you order? I kept it very basic and used only the 4 colors, the brown, the gold, the blue, and the green, or whatever color that is. It looks like a green. But here I'm using the 5 colors. So with this one, we'll be using the 5. You can use whatever color combination you like. But being the fact that it's a sunflower, you want it to stick out. You want some part of it to stick out. You could put the yellow there if you want, or the gold there, or you could use oranges and reds together. You can use any colors you like. This is a color combination. That's the only reason why I'm showing you. I'm using this color combination. Now, the yarn I'm using is a discontinued yarn from Bendigo. And the only reason is I need to use it because I love it and it doesn't make me itch and I want to use it. Okay, now this yarn, ice cream, your yarn's called ice cream. That's nice. This yarn is let's have a look. Have I got a label? Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, this one's a bit messy, but the label is there. Okay, it is called Stella Range. This one's called a Pearl. They all have their colors, right? But all you need to focus on is using, if you're going to use the same as me, using that's a purple, but it almost looks brown, doesn't it? All right, but it's kind of purple, then you've got gold, and then you've got a light blue, and then you've got your green, and then I'll be putting a cream or a white on the border. That's really all you need to focus on in your color combination. However, if you want to use your own color combination, that's great too. You can use that. Easy, okay? If you want to start and you know what this is, then you can go ahead and start, but it'll be a little different than yours because I do that last row there just before your white or pearl. I do it a little different, okay? A lot of people put trebles there. I put half trebles and 1 treble. It's a little bit different, but I just think it makes it more straight, a little bit more even. But, we're all different. So we'll see. I will have this square out in the 3rd week of January, probably even, I'm not going to say 2nd week just in case, but definitely out by the 3rd week of January. Then I'll send you off on your own with the amount that you need for our blanket. But if you want to do your amount, like if you want to do 10 by 8 squares, or if you want to do 15 by 8 squares or 15 by 10 squares, whatever you want, you do. But once I calculate my yarn, which I think I have, but I've written it on them, I think it's 52, 54, 50, I'm sure it's 54 squares. Acrylic, because I can't touch wool. Okay, Franca can't. Love square. Thank you. Love the square. The square is gorgeous. So we will be doing that on the 3rd week of January. Be prepared for this. Then I'm trying to keep it the 3rd week because I want to get all my squares done by the 3rd week. So in that 3rd week, I can show you the different joins that you can use for your blanket, how to join your square. And if you notice, I've got white on this one, but not on this one, because this is one join that I'm going to show you. Okay, that is a join where you only pop it on one square. Then there are other ways that you join as well. Look, there are so many different ways you can use. I'm just going to show you 3 different types. You decide which one you want. And I think I won't show you the 3rd one because we actually have the 3rd one. Plant Mix, hello, welcome, Happy New Year. She's here, guys. You've missed some fun stuff. I've been talking about some stuff. I think someone should fill her in. Oh, I was going to start talking 100 miles an hour again. So that's what we're going to do. Plant Mix, when you got on, I just wanted you to see the square. That's our very next blanket we're doing. You like blankets, so this might, and actually you like purple too, I think, from memory, and there's purple right in there. You don't have to use the same color combination. This is just an idea, my idea of having the color combination. Plant Mix, Tom from Tandy Farms has accepted our interview, and this is his blanket. Well, it's not his blanket, it's the one I made with their yarn, and there it is. So that's why I'm making a blanket exactly the same. Oh, well, no, not exactly the same. The color combination is going to be different. It's going to look like that. Okay, so with Tandy's Farm, I used, because I bought too much of the green, I used the green for the 2 rows after the blue, right? More strange. I love you, Mary. Oh, that's cute. Oh, someone loves me. It's 1 out of 9,300 subscribers. Actually, there's someone else on that loves me. I know that because she's my sister. Whoops. So there you go. That's what we're making with this yarn. But this is the Tandy Yarn Farm. Tandy Farm yarn. Hello, get it right. Tandy Farm yarn, this one here. You bet. Oh, thanks, Teresa. Oh, a little shy. Hope everyone has thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thumbs up. Thank you. Franca loves me. You're going to love your pack when you get it. There's all cotton in there. Oh, did I say all cotton? Dawn. Hello, Dawn. Oh, she loves me too. I like it. So cute. Great. I can always come to Kona and you to make me smile. Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much, Dawn. That's beautiful. Happy New Year to you too. Look, I like to make my lives fun on purpose because, you know, we live, if you think about it, you live an everyday, mundane life. So getting out of that, you know, boring everyday life, making our lives a little bit fun and just a bit more, I don't know, exciting, something to do. Hello again from Florida. Hello, Nancy. Lovely to have you here. Oh, Jane loves me too. I've got 2. Oh, Franca loves you too, Teresa. That's great. Franca loves the whole family. So there you go. Now, Teresa's going to be very lucky soon because I have some yarn also for Teresa in a brown pack, just like you guys. Now, let's get back to the brown packs. Oh, Plant Mix, I love you too. You're so cute. Oh, Liz loves me even better this week. And Liz, I'm so glad that the pack is going out to you. We need to organise where to get together for that. And yes, I love all your family. Oh, even Guy. Does everybody like Guy? I haven't got Guy with me. He's over there. For the newbies, if you don't know who Guy is one of our, he's the only amigurumi head that I've ever made because I don't like making amigurumi. So, and I made the little, you know, blanket part of it, and Francis actually did the amigurumi because I really don't care for amigurumi. That's terrible, and I shouldn't say that. But you know what? There's always something you love in your craft, and there's always something you don't love. And amigurumi, I don't love. And it's not that I don't love it. What I don't like is that it has the crochet hooks are really thin, and you really have to, amigurumi has to be tight. Otherwise, amigurumi, by the way, if you're not sure what that is like stuffed toys and animals and things. And when you stuff them with the polyfill or fill or whatever you call it, polyfill. Where do you get polyfill from? I think it's what it's called, polyfill. I think it's what we call it here in Melbourne. When you stuff it with all the fluff, if you don't have it tightly crocheted, the fluff starts to come out of gaps. You don't want that. So you need to have a nice tight crochet. You need to use a smaller hook than the yarn. So it really is tough, and it's murder on the hands. So I try not to do it, but I can do it. I don't want to. Never made a flower square before. You're going to love it. Plant Mix comes out gorgeous. Looks cool though. Look, it comes out gorgeous. That's our first blanket of the year. Now, in reference to what we're making this year, I'm going to be bringing out a video vlog, if you will, on the first Thursday of this month. Oh, wait a minute. That's this week. Oops, I better get the video done. And what I do with those videos, I want a mini gnome kit, please. Nice try, Karen. That one was a gift to me. No one's getting that. Making toys. I'm not interested in that. Look, they're big. A lot of people will pay money for them. If you are really wanting to make the extra buck, amigurumi is the way to go. Making toys is the way to go, because people will pay money for that if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking to create just gorgeous things like I do and not get paid, I get paid occasionally, then you can keep creating. How are we joining them together for the flower squares? Well, we've already discussed that. You've come on a little bit late, Plant Mix. I'm doing 3 joins. I'm doing a video of 3 different joins, and you can decide how you want them. This one here, I'm using the basic join for this, and a basic join is just joining with a tiny little gap in between. So what you're doing is I think that's a single crochet. I can't remember if it's a slip stitch or a single crochet. I have to go back and have a look at my paperwork, the pattern that I made, and then we can decide that as well. But you can join them any way you like. You can use the join that I used last year, which is a closed stitch join, so there's less gaps, if that's the look you're going for. And I think, in actual fact, with this pattern, the less gap join would look nice, but I'm going for the open look. Let's have a look. Just made 2 purses, Jane says. Creative says Guy. Hey, you want to make Guy? We've made Guy here at Wow Crochet. Just made 2 purses bags. Love them. Yep, lovely. I can try, Mary. Let me be down there. I'm not sure what you're on about. Bankers scarves, fingerless gloves. Okay. I'm not good at them either. Look, I tell you what, the video of all the projects we're going to make this year will be coming up this week. I actually went back and looked back at our video from last year, the first video was about the 3rd or 4th week in January, because I went on a cruise last year, which I liked, but wasn't like I loved. I just liked it. Wasn't the best for me. It wasn't what I wouldn't go again. Okay, that's it. And so I had to do that first video in the 3rd week of January. So the first part of that video was talking all about the cruise and items I got on the cruise and some yarn gear that I bought and all that jazz. Then in the middle of the video, it started talking about projects that we were going to make. Now, I can't find it on my computer, but I must have accidentally deleted it, which I never do, so I don't understand where that went. But I did find it on YouTube. So I know exactly what we created and what we didn't create. The only thing we didn't get a chance to create were the slippers that I was making for one of my sisters, Josie, who we don't usually see. So I'm creating slippers for her, and I never got them finished last year. But everything I said in that video, we actually completed. What happens is I do a video at the beginning of the year, and I let you know all the items that we are thinking of creating. Now, I don't say each item per se. What I say is we're looking at making, like last year I said, we're looking at making the fingerless gloves that we never made the year before. And we did it. We're looking at making a poncho, and we did it. We're looking at making a top, and we did it. I didn't say what kind of top. I didn't say what kind of poncho, because I hadn't created them. I just say what I want, and then I look at the list and say, right, I want to make this poncho. What do I want it to look like? Or I want to make this beanie. What do I want it to look like? And that's how I create. I don't pre-plan it months in advance. I don't do that. I write it all down and then I look at it and think, In actual fact, what I do is I sit on the couch way over there. You don't get to see that spot. That's my little spot. I sit on that couch and I have the yarn in front of me there and the yarn in front of me like there. And while I'm working, I'm looking at those different yarns everywhere. And on those shelves, I put all the yarn that I want, that I really like. I put them on those shelves. Then there are the others that I just pop in tubs around the room and I know they're there, right? So what I do is while I'm working, I'm thinking, we have to make a poncho this year. What about that yarn? We have to make this year. What about that yarn? We have to make this year. And that's the way I create. I love the blanket. Blankets are my favorite to crochet. I definitely want to make it. Laurie is new to us. Well, new to live. Welcome, Laurie. Is Laurie a girl or a boy? Because I know there's a lot of Lauries that are a girl. Sisters got me singing, Franca. We sing sisters all the time. We break out in that song, sisters, sisters, la, 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 sisters. I can't remember the words, but we do break out in that song often when we're together. I think I'm allowed to say one line. You are a female. Welcome, Laurie. I'm saying that because we had two males. Richard is I think Richard is our longest surviving male here at Wow Crochet. And then we have Marty, who's joined us today. But Laurie is a female. Welcome, Laurie. And we have a lot of fun and sometimes we're naughty. I still have my Afghan from 30 years ago. I crocheted, still in good condition, Teresa says. I've got blankets from years ago too. We're just mad. I crochet mad. Welcome. Love your channel. Thank you. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Laurie. We have a lot of fun here. Sometimes we get serious and do some serious crochet. Sometimes we get naughty people on and they say bad stuff and I just delete them. As you do. Thank you. My ringtone for my sisters. Hello. I'm working on a different square. I usually make blankets that don't have to be assembled. Well, Nancy, welcome, by the way. We are also creating other types of blankets this year as well. I have some variegated yarn that I've had for about a year and a half, nearly 2 years. I've been dying to use, and I am going to make one blanket goes that way and then this way and then that way, straight all the way up. So I'm going to think about designs. Like I said, I don't think about them until I'm ready to create. I write it all down. I tell you what we're going to make during the year, and I pick up yarn and say, this is what we might do it in, and this is what we might do it in. And then I sit down on the couch, and while I'm working on a project, I call them, I won't say that too loud, dumb projects. The ones you don't have to think about. And while I'm working on one of those nothing projects, let's call them nothing, I'm thinking about what to make on those things that we discussed in that very first video, which is coming up in 3 weeks' time, 2 weeks' time. Oh no, it's coming up this week. We'll get it right, Mary. Okay, what's happening? I've missed all of this chat. Working on a different square. Yep. Okay. Jody, I'm here to sort out the bad people. Franca says, all my sisters are nuts in a good way. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being crazy. It's a good thing. In a good way, of course. I'm making modern rectangle granny blanket now. That's nice, Nancy. Well done. And Jane says, I'm doing 2 blankets for Christmas last year. Don't worry about it. There was a lot of things I didn't finish last year. I'm still going this year. And one of them is the rug. And the rug, guys, is definitely coming this week, at some stage this week. I will get it finished this week because it takes me, I don't know, 45 minutes to get through one skein. I've only got 6 skeins. So it'll definitely be finished. Skeins, depending on what country you come from. Okay. Renuka says, hello, Mary. Hello, Renuka. Very nice to see you again. Renuka was one of our newbies for a while, but she's our, I don't know, what do we call them? Newbies, middlies, and oldies. I don't know what to call them. 30. Oh, people are messaging me now. They're not allowed to do that. They know I'm on my live. They're very naughty. I'm just checking how much battery life I have. 52%. That's good. I'll be all right. Oh, that rug looks gorgeous. Look, I messed it up twice already, so it won't be uploaded until I get it right. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong way. Got the wrong way. So what I'm doing here, if you look carefully at it, that's your one double crochet. There's your two, and you get into a third. And then when you get to the fourth or the fifth row, you start to get the 12-point star look. And I did that 3 times. Well, not really, 2 times. This is the third time. I did it 2 times, and both times it came out real wavy. So there's too many stitches in there. So I need to adjust that. Okay. Now, 2 other things. I'm going to get back to the brown bag things in a minute. Love the modern granny blanket. I'm making one too. The granny stitch is my favorite. Of course, I love granny stitch. I love assembling the squares. I am working 2 blankets for my grandsons. That's nice. Lucky grandsons. And let's not forget. I'm trying to get it right now. Where is it? Let's not forget the Mr. Harry Styles. This poor man, he probably won't even get it. He won't even get it. I reckon it'll go to his fan club, and someone in his fan club will wear it and think, oh, look at me, I'm Harry Styles. Yeah, that's what will happen. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to complete it. It's going. And we are doing a tutorial. So you fellas out there, Marty and Richard, you could do these tutorials if you like. It's going to be very basic. It's not going to look like this. It's going to be a smaller version, and it's going to be a love heart on his left side of his chest. Then we're going to make, I might make just a little t-shirt singlet top. By the time he gets it, it'll be spring, summer. So yeah, the heart's going to be a lot smaller though. I just did that in a real thick yarn that I had in stock, just so that I can show you what we're going to be doing. So if you look at it, ooh, it's very effective. And so he's going to have a little love heart on his left. I thought about what we said a few weeks ago, doing love hearts all over his top. I thought, might be too loud. It's a little loud. I think a nice heart right there with the rest of the top looking lacy like that. Or maybe we could do this part as the rest of the top and make the love heart lacy. We'll see. And maybe we can put like some bobbles or something around the heart to give it a 3D look. There are so many different ways we can do this. I started the 5-star in hospital and someone threw it away. Oh, that's no good because I couldn't find it. So have to start again. Oh, that's no good. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, it's no good at all. So yeah, well, good luck starting again. I was going to say finding it. You won't find it now, but good luck starting it again. So yeah, I was thinking of bubbles around there. It's a small heart. It won't be as big as this. So it'll have the few bubbles, giving that heart a 3D look. If we do it all in the one color, I don't know. Let me think about it. I'm still stewing over this, but really have to get it going because it may not make it in a month and a half if I don't get it going. I know that's terrible, Franca. Let's hope you start again with some gorgeous yarn. I don't think the yarn I send you is enough for a blanket, sorry. So you can't wait. It's definitely coming. So you fellas out there who want to make a lace top for a bloke, this is the one to make. For yourself, for your mates, for your sons, or whatever. But your elder sons. It's going to be an adult size. It won't be child size. So it's going to be adult. I wish I could crochet faster. You and me both. My hand, I've had to rest a little bit. My hand is just so sore because I've just been working so hard. So I have taken a few days off. I have. And those days consisted of Christmas. And I did actually go to my sister's house on New Year's and took some crochet with me. And I think I did about 5 minutes of it or 10 and then popped it away. I really didn't do a lot at all, really. Sat on the table. We were talking. I did a little bit and then put it back in the bag. Just needed a break. And sometimes you need a break. Take a break, guys. You don't want to damage your hands. You don't want to damage your wrist. I've got a sore shoulder at the moment, so I don't want to do any damage there. So I'm taking a little break. And that's what this, the Christmas week was for, and maybe this week. That's why I thought maybe I'll pop the video out on Thursday of the items that we're going to make for the year. I've gone back and watched that old video. I know for a fact that we made everything that was in that video, plus more. During the year, if you're new to the channel, this is what we do. During the year, and even now on the live, if you wanted to make a suggestion of any crochet items that you want to see here at Wow Crochet, by all means, make the suggestion. I'm not saying I'll make them all because that gets a little bit out of hand. For Angela from Ghost Hacker, and I always forget the last part of her name, Angela Ghost Hacker and something, I don't know, I always forget that name, but I'm making her the hexagon bag. She's been asking me for a long time if we can make a hexagon bag. I think it's probably about a year and a half, nearly 2 years worth. And I said, I'll make it. We'll make it next week. We'll make it. And we never do. And I'm making her hexagon bag for her. So if you have ideas that you want made, please, by all means, suggest them. Usually I have a piece of paper and pen with me and I write them down. It just means I don't have one with me. It just means I have to rewatch this. And I hate rewatching myself live. It's not a pretty sight. It's like looking in the mirror, but not. And so if you have any suggestions to the newbies, you are welcome to make those suggestions. I will be creating what I'm creating throughout the year for the seasons of that year. So whatever you ask to be made, if there's something in that season that's going to take a long time, that will just be on the back burner. But we will create. We will try to create everything that people suggest. If we can't make it that year, we'll just keep going until we do make it. So eventually we make it. So when people say, I want this, I want that, I want this, I don't get it. I don't always get it done straight away, but we do get it done at some stage throughout the year. So make suggestions, newbies. There's nothing wrong with that. And I've missed all of this. Here we go. Okay, slow, small, so I don't worry about it. Yep, we are overworked and underpaid. Join the club. I've had surgery on both hands, arthritis, so I'm slower than I used to be. Yep, same. I haven't had surgery, but I'm pretty slow these days. Like the baubles surrounding idea for heart. Oh, bubbles. Sorry, bubbles. Yep, bubbles. Yep, I got what you mean. I like the idea too. We might even do that creative, to be honest with you. Take a break. I crochet until I poop out. That's funny. C2C in a different stitch. Franca, you've already asked for that, and you've asked twice, so we are definitely going to make a C2C in a different stitch, and I will think about that throughout the next month. I will pop that in the back burner. Probably around February or March of this year, you will see your C2C in a different stitch, because you have asked twice already, and I don't want to miss out. I'm going to let you have your C2C in a different stitch, but you better make it. Oh no, it's just another project for me. I'm happy. And so for the first 2 weeks of this year, you will get, I'm trying to ram it all. Look at this, an hour and 12 minutes. Oh my God. You will get, firstly, the video explaining what's coming up here at Wow Crochet for the year. You will get the start of that rug and maybe the finish of it too. And you will get the start of, this is the first 3 weeks of the year, this blanket. Don't do my trick where I crochet through the night until the sunrise and still going, but then I take a break for a few days. Yeah, the idea is to work on something, take a break, come back to it an hour later, work on it. Now, I've actually taken more breaks these days because of the diet. I need to exercise. So when I'm creating, put it this way, when I'm doing a tutorial at the workstation, I could be sitting there from 9 in the morning right into 2 in the afternoon just recording. And the reason is I make a few mistakes, so I have to delete and start again, and it goes on and on and on. And then by 2 o'clock, I think, oh, I haven't had lunch. Oh dear. And it gets like, and you don't want that to get that way. So what you want to do is you want to create, but you want to start taking breaks. It takes, and they say this, it takes 2 weeks to make a habit. So learn to create a little bit and then learn to walk away and take a break. If you're working from home, go load a washing machine, go put a load in the dishwasher, wash a few dishes, whatever, do a bit of gardening, come back and then start again. Take the break, because you will tire yourself out to the extent where you have to do carpal tunnel surgery or something, or you'll end up with a shoulder out of place, or your elbow, or your wrist is wrecked, or like me, one of my fingers tends to get a little bit sore because it's, when I wrap the yarn around my hand, it's really tight. So that's just my tension, so it's my fault. But you've just got to be careful not to make a habit where you're going to be sore, and you don't want that. So take the breaks. That's the biggest tip I'm going to give you on crochet. Okay, what have we got here? I've missed all this. Teresa, I've done that too. Marathon. I know marathons are not good for you. I have 7 whips going on. I get to the border on one blanket and work on another. Let me talk to you about that. I've done that before, Teresa. I do the same. I actually have a light crochet hook. Yeah, okay, true. Take a break as necessary. I have arthritis, so very painful, which is also another reason to take a break. You don't want to be doing any damage to whatever items that you may have on you. If you have arthritis, if you have some sort of physical pain, you don't want to damage, you don't want to hurt yourself. Yeah. Look, it's like anything, occupational hazard kind of thing, yeah, that sort of thing. You've just got to be careful not to hurt yourself during this. Otherwise, it doesn't become fun anymore. It becomes difficult, and you don't want it to be difficult. You want it to be fun, yeah. I love what I do, and I'm loving actually doing interviews. That's starting to be my thing. So I just hope I can get out to do them. Anyway, so you'll be getting the blanket in the next 2 or 3 weeks as well, the start of the blanket. And I will give you the numbers that you need to use for it, tell you how much yarn you need. I'll send you off on your own, say, here's the square that we've done together. Head off on your own and do 50 something or whatever something squares that you like. And come back, and then we will join them, and then we will do a gorgeous border. Now, I've got to the stage where I've spent hours and hours making blankets, and all I have to do is the last border row, and it sits in my cupboard for a month. So I'm going to try, that's my goal this year, to try not to do that with our blankets. What hooks do you like best? Well, I actually, I use the Clover Soft Touch, but I actually do dabble in different ones. Now, this hook here, that hook there was given to me, 15mm hook. That is what I'm using. I bought a plastic 15mm hook. It took me ages to find, and then someone gave me this. So I'm going to be using this one for our rug, and it's an ergonomical hook. I'll find the paperwork. I'm not sure what it's called. I can't remember. But I do use Clover. Problem with Clover is it doesn't make it in larger sizes. No 12mm, no 15mm. Well, that's the only sad part. But otherwise, I use Clover for everything else. Yes. There's no real hook, because a lot of people have different hands. And I've been watching or listening to other people say, well, I don't use Clover because, and they have all these lists of reasons why they won't. And I don't use the ergonomical because, and there's that list again. So everyone has, it just depends on your hand. It depends on what your feel, how you feel comfortable. I actually have used so many different hooks, and I've got like, I don't know, 7 or 8 different size 4mm hooks in different brands, because I try them and I don't like them and I leave them, or I like them and I just use them once, and that kind of thing. I have Clover too. Look, I find the Clover for me at the moment is comfortable. Like I said, I did overdo it last year, so my hand is really sore. And the reason I overdid it last year is because I knew everyone was stuck at home. And instead of doing, couldn't get it out then. Instead of doing the video vlogs of some of the fun stuff I wanted to do, I had to actually drop that idea. And I had a full different idea last year. None of what I said in the beginning of the year for the ideas wise worked out, because I was going to do Mary's Merry Monday and Tip Tuesday, Whipful Wednesday, Thrifty Thursday, and History or Fun Friday, whatever it was called. I can't remember now. And I was going to do that, and I didn't, because I started doing, don't get me wrong, the first few months we did it. After that, I thought, no, everyone's at home. I'm going to drop that and just work on creating. And I think I did too much. Okay, Clover. Lots of people using the Clover. I find that I love using the 4mm hook with the grip on them. Okay, a lot of people use the grip plant mix. That's a good idea. Clover, I have eBay cheapies. There's nothing wrong with that. Look, as long as they're not doing any damage to you and they're not sore when you use them, by all means you can use them. It depends on your feel and how comfortable you feel using that particular hook. But I use the Clovers mostly. However, this year I'm going to be dabbling to different hooks on our tutorials, because I want to try some new hooks. I'm not buying a lot. I'm just buying one for that particular project and trying it. And I'll still have my Clovers. You'll see the Clovers on. I do have the other armor, the Clover armors as well. I find them a little heavy, like they're too heavy for me because of the amount of hours I crochet. But a lot of people swear by the armor and not the soft touch. It's hard to decide. What do you think of Furl's hook? I have not tried Furl's hooks. I have to say, Laurie, a lot of people have said to me, why don't you try them? I'm looking at the cost thinking, if I buy this hook that's pretty costly and it doesn't work for me, was it worth the money? I don't know. They're fairly expensive. I haven't tried them. If I could try one before I buy, Wasn't it terrible? Try before you buy. Maybe, but they are fairly expensive hooks. A lot of people I know use a Suzanne Bates ones, or Susan Bates, however you want to say her name, hooks as well, and they like them. I've never tried them either. So it'll be interesting. You hear furs are great. Haven't tried them too. Same here. I am too chicken to try. I'm just worried about spending the amount of money, because they're quite costly, to spend the amount of money on those hooks. And they're more costly for us because they're not readily available here. It's hard for us to get them here. You have to buy them from somewhere or order them in. And so there's shipping costs as well on top of that. Now, if you are living on a tight budget, at the moment, I'm on a tight budget. It's okay. I still spend money, but I'm tight. Then buying something like that at that one time when your tight budget is not, it's not financially plausible. If you understand what I mean, right? Yep, they're $30 or so in Australia plus postage. That's what I'm saying. I don't mind paying the money if I know that they work already. If I know they're good for me now, I'll go out of my way to pay that money. But because I don't know, I don't want to spend. I'll wait for something to come on special and try it. Like I bought this one hook from from a store. It was actually a yarn store, and it was, I can't even remember the name of it. If I remember it, I'll talk about it. If I don't, I'll just talk about what I'm talking about. And everybody bragged about, oh, it's the best hook. I was in so much pain after the first half an hour. I thought, it's not happening. But I bought the hook, and I thought, oh, was that a waste of money or not? But it wasn't that expensive, so it wasn't too much of a waste. But you don't want to be wasting money when you'd rather save the money and use it to buy yarn, yeah? When you're creating something as big as this, right? And you are buying designer yarn, or whatever you call it, hand-dyed yarn, you are paying for a service as well as the yarn. So you're paying a lot of money. You don't want to be wasting money on a hook that you're never going to use, right? You want to buy a hook that you know you're going to use to create gorgeous items like this. So there you go. Guys, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Let's get quickly back to the packaging, the destashing. Now, this is where I'm going to leave it in your court. At the end of this video, or if you like, at the end of the first video of this month, which will be coming on Thursday, you can leave your details of how you would like this giveaway done. Couldn't you take it back, the hook? No, I think once you use it, you can't. I don't know. I'd never think to take it back. I agree. I would rather spend money on the yarn. Absolutely. I don't know, Frank. I've never thought to take it back when it comes to things like that. It's like when you wear something, you go out and you buy a top and you wear it. Do you want to take it back? Really? Do they let you take it back? No. I don't know how it works. I haven't really thought about that, to be honest with you. Now, let's get back to the packaging. I'm going to brown package the yarn and possible books and possible hooks and possible needles, scissors. I don't know. I haven't thought about that part yet, so don't get too excited. However, in every pack I do will be a pack of Tim Tams. Why? Because that seems to be my thing now. I'm giving Tim Tams away in my giveaways. So you will get yarn. You will probably definitely get books, because I've got all these magazines here that I've been buying over the past couple of years. I don't use them. Tim Tams, I know. I better not buy too many, because otherwise someone will eat them. Someone in the mirror might eat them. But I'm not allowed to eat them on my diet, right? So I've got stacks of magazines. And I'm talking stacks. I'm talking big piles in a cupboard that I probably bought once, flipped. I didn't even use the patterns. Just flipped through them. Oh, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice. And shoved them in a cupboard, as you do. So they may be a couple of years old. They may be new, but they'll always be in good condition. Everything I give you will be in good condition. The yarn you get will still have labels on it. Some may be discontinued. Some may be new that I thought I really liked but didn't. So you're getting good deals there, guys. But what I'm going to do is leave the ball in your court on how you want the giveaway done. Now, it will be giveaways in packs. So instead of giving one big one away to one person, they're going to be little packs. So a lot of people can get giveaways from the channel. But you have to be in it to win it. You kind of have to be a subscriber. You don't have to do anything fancy, but you have to be a subscriber. And you also have to answer the question. Believe me, I make the questions very easy. And I say easy. However, I'm so naughty. This time, I want to make the questions personal. If you have watched personal as in you'll work it out in a minute. If you have watched any one of my tutorials, you will know the answers to these questions. Now, you don't have to watch all of my tutorials to know. Even if you've just watched one, you will probably know the answer to the questions that I put out there, right? The question I'm leaving in your court is, do you want this to be done in a live? Or do you want it to be done in a normal video vlog, like a video blog where I just get up there and start talking and then you leave your details in the comment section down below? If you want it done in a live, it'll be a little bit tricky, but it can be managed, okay? So you need to decide whether you want it done in a live or whether you want it done in a video vlog, and then I'll decide how it's going to be done. Frank is saying live. What are you guys thinking? Pop your suggestions up now quickly before we head off, because I'm going to head off soon. So pop your suggestions up. You can tell me how you're feeling. Plant Mix says video vlog. Franca says live. We've got one of each. I will go with, Jane says live. I will go with the majority anyways, but I will also leave this open. We've got, Franca said live twice. You can only say it once. Well, once is enough. Paula says live, because I might miss the live. I get that. Franca, Liz says live. Stop saying it, Franca, go away. Jay says vlog. Jane says live. Now, also, Raylene says live. Also, let's talk about people who can't make it on the live as well. Can we do two? Like we have packs for live, packs for a video vlog. Can we do it that way as well? Would you like that as well? That's another way we can do it, right? Either way, they're going to be done. And they're going to be done at the end of this month. So, well, end of month, like the 3rd or 4th week of January, okay? Or maybe they could be done next week. What do you suggest? Do you want it done on the 2nd week? I need to have time to put them all together. Ooh, go away. Frank is upset. Good idea. Okay. Well, let's think about maybe the end of the 2nd week. All right. And what I'm doing is I'm leaving this open for this week. So anybody who watches this live can leave their comment in the comment section down below after the live is done. And I'll just get like a variant of how many people said what. And then I'll judge how much I can put on one section than the other. So let's just say we had 20 people who said live. I can put a few more packs in there to help the live out. And 3 people said a vlog, I'll only put 1 pack or something. Do you know what I mean? So it just depends on who says what. And then I'll decide, and then I'll put it in the comment section of our community section there, and you can see it before it gets done. You're saying live. Look, what I'll do, I'll wait a week before we decide. That way I can advertise in my lives what date it will be, and that will help you out. Video vlogs is creative. Okay. Vlog and live. So we're doing 2. Let's think, I might do 2. Okay, we'll do the 2. That way we can split it up, and it's not just for one group. It's for, because I have a large subscriber count, and not everybody can make the lives because they work a lot. Is that too much work? It's a little bit work. It's a little bit of work, but it's nothing I can't handle. It's a great idea, Mary. I have not seen anyone else doing this yet. Well, I thought I have a lot of yarn that I will never, ever use. And that's a reality, because I would have bought it years ago and thought, I only bought 4 skeins. What can I make with it? And I can't make anything with. Or I don't like the color anymore. Or it's discontinued. Or whatever the reason is, they will all be labeled. They are all not touched. So you're getting, it's still brand new to you. It's just that I've had it a long time. It's mixed, where there's wool, there's cotton, there's acrylic, more acrylic than anything. There are magazines, and these magazines are professional magazines that go out that, have professional patterns. Okay. Both would be excellent. Yep. Okay. So, and there's actually even a couple of skeins that are new as well. Mary is always so thoughtful sometimes, not always. If you don't like the color, I can over dye it. But it's just one of those things that I decided I've got far too much here. And this year, because I'm doing interviews a lot, I'm wanting to purchase the yarn from those interviews. And a lot of the creations that we create on YouTube will be the yarn that I purchased on purpose for our creations. So I don't know if you get what I mean. I still have yarn that we are going to create normally. So I still have plenty of Bendigo. I still have plenty of Spot Saver yarn that I got from Spotlight last year. And I still have, is it Spot Saver? I think it's called Spot Saver. And I still have a lot of cotton that I want to use as well, because yours truly, as you know, can't wear wool. So what we'll do is we'll do that. We'll do all those giveaways. I'll clear out all the yarn so that I can pop new yarn on the shelves, new yarn that I get. Hello, Jeannie. We're on the way out now, guys. It's been a very long time since I've started the live. We're talking an hour and 30 minutes. Oh, my gosh. Anything man-made or plant-made, just not wool. Well, look, Franca, I can't guarantee that, because I'm going to be mixing in those packs. The packs will be mixed. I won't put all wool in one or all cotton in one. I can't do that. I really can't. I have to mix it all up, because everybody wants a taste of everything, yeah? You want to try it all. You don't want to narrow everything down to one. And I do know that a lot of people like me are allergic to cotton, but look at me, I'm allergic to a lot of yarn. I still use it. So bad. Actually, I'm surprisingly clear. No psoriasis at the moment. So I'm very happy about that. But that's because I overcream. It's 7:35 here. And what time is it there, Mary Jane? It is, I'll tell you in a minute. 11:35, I think it is. 11:35. So yeah, 11:35 in the morning here at Glenroy, Melbourne, Australia. You're going to re-gift the wool. Frank is going to re-gift the wool. Plant Mix, so it says 11:37. Thank you, Plant Mix. It is 11:30 something in the morning here in Melbourne, Australia. And it's time for me to stop. I've been on for an hour and a half. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will get out the first video of the year for what we're going to make this year. That will happen this Thursday coming. Monday, yes, Monday, you are getting the part 4, final part of the convivial cushion. Tuesday is my business day. I don't do anything on YouTube that day unless we're desperate. Wednesday, I do my live. So definitely back for my lives on Wednesday. This Wednesday, I'll definitely have a live. We missed out last Wednesday because I needed a break, as you do. So definitely this Wednesday, we'll be back on the live. And Thursday, we will do the blanket, or at least start, not the blanket, try the rug, the rug. And Friday, we will start our blanket. Very exciting. It's starting Friday. And then we will talk about what's happening with maybe I'll do it next Thursday. Let me think about it. I'll think about the giveaway date. I will spontaneously combust if I touch wool. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for saying goodbye as well. A lot of people have already said goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and do all those wonderful things that you guys already do for me. Once again, congratulations to Liz, and I will be contacting you to receive your prize. And we will see each other on our very first video. Ciao for now. Bye all. Have a good week.